Never mind that noise. I just want to say welcome to another episode of the Berserker Naked Podcast. I am your host, Jackson Miss Claus. So, the Berserker Naked Podcast, it's going to be on my Rumble channel, and it's going to be also on my YouTube channel. That's where this is going to be. I go live here on this, and then I wait for this to be, posted up, and then they take all the lives off of the thing, and then they turn around and they delete it after 30 days. So I have to watch my videos all the time. So, what has been happening in the world of Jacksamus? Well, I will tell you. I don't know what the hell's been going on, because I've been dodging a few bullets and doing a few things to help some people out, and I just don't know what the hell to say. Tonight, I was going to work here about around 9:45, about 9:30. I went over by the movie theater over there, and I thought I was going way fast, but I wasn't. There was a white car that passed me that just laughed its ass off at me, went by, and as soon as it went by me, it was going faster down the road than it was supposed to. And sure enough, a state trooper arrested him. So I wanted to say thank you to the Minnesota State Troopers for doing their jobs and going after those criminals that are speeding and breaking the law. Because us people who have sharp painted nice cars, who don't even want to break the law, and who want to just obey the speed limit, not talk on their cell phones all the time, and not basically, do something illegal, don't like to get pulled over, which is me, because I'm not in the mood right now for it. So you decided to go after that white car, which I thank you very much. And I appreciate the respect. Because I'm not really trying to get arrested anytime soon. Because I don't really need to. Also in my life, I've did something really stupid. A lot of people are probably going to tell me, Jack, why are you this kind of a person? Why do you help people out? And why do you, do things? Well, I do things because I think it's a way of showing respect. Basically, I might get a blessing out of it. The Lord's blessing. I might get, Him to turn around and maybe make my life a little bit better instead of being a living hell all the time, like it always is. So I basically turned around and I basically said today that, I was so excited, that I did this, but it turned out to blow up in my face again. So there was a girl that came on the shuttle Monday night. She was going to the women's shelter in Brainerd. There turned out to be no shelter in Brainerd that was open and wasn't accepting her. She called all around the different shelters here in St. Cloud, and none of them were taking in people. They had no vacancies. They had no room for people. Jack, being the nice guy that he is, was like, hey, would you like to sleep on an air mattress instead of on the street or getting arrested and sleeping in a cell? So Jack was nice enough to allow this girl to stay at his place and be there. And I never, tried to do anything with her. I just gave her a place to stay. I helped her out. She stayed there for 2 days. She ended up going home, or she ended up going to an uncle's house today. And she and I basically just, talked about it, and she said that she wanted to go better herself, and I was okay with that. But one of the things that I feel is I feel used because, she didn't even, give me any money, or she didn't give me any gas money. She didn't do anything for me, but she said she wanted to give it to me on my Cash App and my Venmo, and I'm like, look, I don't use that kind of stuff. The reason why I don't use that kind of stuff is because Venmo and Cash App is just is just another damn app that you have on your phone for people to find out who you are and what you're spending money on. And I just don't really like that kind of stuff. I don't really get into all that cash, that stuff, transfers and shit. I like cash. Good, hard, currency. I like a couple dollar bills every once in a while. Change, you can go shove that up your ass. Or, plug it up your nose or whatever. I don't care. Change, I'm not for. Don't ever hand me a roll of quarters or, hand me a roll of quarters and say, hey, this is $10. That's fine. I'll take a roll of quarters. I'll take it when it's rolled up. Yeah. But I'll also take the paper. I'll take good, hard-earned American currency. That's what it is. A good, hard-earned dollar. Because that's what everybody should be paid in. That's what everybody should be. They should get paid for what they're worth. They should be paid for how they do their job. Me, I come to work every day and I try to be happy. I try to be loyal to the company. I love this company. Yes, I love Groom. The only thing I don't love is the pay. Because I don't get time and a half and I don't get overtime. But I just worked 79 hours for a paycheck. 79 hours for a paycheck. I didn't even break 100. I used to break over 100 hours every 2 weeks. Now, I got 79 hours. But mostly it was because of tips and everything else. I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, I'm going to work and keep coming in when I'm supposed to come in and everything like that, but that's about it. But I'm going to work every day that I come in. They're going to pay me for me to sit here. I don't care. If I'm not going to Brainerd, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to do something. They're going to pay me for it. Yeah. I'm going to get paid for everything when I'm on the clock at Groom. That's what I'm going to do. But because, when I'm at the office at Groom, I'm doing stuff. I'm being me. I'm enjoying my life. I'm living my life. I'm just having fun. But I'm going to tell you something. And I don't understand why I feel like every day I dealt out a hand and I feel like I'm just not getting anywhere in life. I feel every day like something is just going downhill. Like this weekend, I'm supposed to go to the Ojibwe Forest Rally, and I'm supposed to meet up with Travis Pastrana and talk to him and, and hang out with him. Yes, I did a video with Travis Pastrana last year at the Ojibwe Forest Rally. Also, Connor Martell. I did the interviews with those two guys and Alex Gelsimo, who Alex Gelsimo was Ken Block's co-driver. And Alex Gelsimo, yes, he hurt his back a couple days ago, but I don't know if he's in the co-pilot seat for Connor Martell, but I would love to find out. But I want to go up to a Ojibwe Forest Rally this year on Saturday, but I'm going to be getting done with work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm going to be flying right to Ojibwe. And then I'm going to be up there for almost the whole entire day. And yeah, I want to see who won, and I want to see who does everything. I want to see who comes in first place. I'm hoping it's TP because Travis Pastrana, every time he comes here, he does really well at Ojibwe. He loves it up here. It's one of his prime real estate rally adventures and rally places. He's really good here, and I love Travis for what he is, for who he is. So I would really like to see Travis and everything else. Also, Darren Felling, a friend of mine, wants me to try to see if I can get, something signed or, try to get some stuff from Travis Pastrana. And yeah, I will try to do whatever I can. I will do whatever it takes. I'm still trying to get Darren a birthday present from something that I tried to order, but it's still not coming. It's still on back order. It's an Air Slayer Hot Wheels. It's not a Hot Wheels, but it's made by a company that makes special die-cast cars, and they have an air slayer, and I wanted to buy it for Darren. It was like $75 with shipping and everything. And yes, I want to give Darren, a present because he's a great guy. He's one of the greatest people I've ever been friends with. I mean, yeah, we started off a little rusty, but, we got better. And I have always tried to do everything in my power to make Darren happy. I've always wanted to find him Air Slayer stuff. Like, I've been looking for posters, I've been looking for pictures, I've been looking for all kinds of things to, give Darren because I want to make him happy, because I don't want him to be mad at me. But I do things for people all the time. I sit here and bend over backwards for everybody. I even bend over backwards for people that I don't even like. I mean, there's a girl that we meet every night at G. Allen's or whatever. I think her name's Maya, and whatever, and Maya, or Mia, and I don't know what the hell, she just has this resting bitch face towards me all the time, and I don't understand what I ever did to her. I mean, I'm not like all these other guys. I basically sit back and I just let you walk all over me, and that's what happened. I was buying drinks for other people, which I should never have done, but I was buying drinks for a person who didn't have any money, and I was being nice. But then what happened was this girl started buying drinks for herself, thinking that, somebody else was paying for them. But, well, I was paying for them, and she thought that she was paying for them. So, I was doing everything in my power to be a nice guy, to be, whatever. And then I get walked all over and hurt. And then I talked to Myra, about it, and Myra's all cool about it. And I told her that I was going to buy her drinks for her. And I told her that I was going to do things for her. And Myra is fine. It's all good between her and I, okay? But, Kinsey and the other girl, Mia, they decided to take advantage of it. And that's why my tab came out to $167. But do I care? No, I don't. I spend money on people that I want to spend money on. If I like you, if I think you're cool and everything else, I'll help you out. Because that's the kind of person that I am. I know what I have to do. Usually when I have my stuff set up for automatic payment and shit, it'll go out, but I'll turn around and I'll take care of it. Because that's what I do. I turn around and take care of my shit. Because I have to take care of my stuff. I have to take care of my life. I have to do things for myself. I have to be alive. You know what I'm saying? I have to do things. So I'm going to start doing something that I think is really cool with my money, and I think that it's going to be really helpful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to take $100 out. And then I'm going to turn around and ask it for it to be rolled up, in like pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and I'm going to ask it to be rolled up. And then I'm going to tell them, hey, just surprise me how much you give me. But make it $100 worth. And then I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it in like a dish or in a box or somewhere. And I'm just going to leave that sitting there until I need to basically break for emergency. Because I'm tired of being apart, falling apart for no reason. Trying to scrape by every day because we live in a world where if a person is not a multi-millionaire, they're fucked. These people that bust their asses every day, that work their hard jobs, are paying, $15 for eggs. $15 for fucking eggs. When they used to be like, $3 a carton. Yeah. The guy who works so damn hard to try to win the lottery all the time and stop smoking. Because the thing is that he would rather play the lottery than try to fucking be happy. I mean, I've given homeless people money and they've turned around and bought alcohol with it. Or they're not homeless. If you see these people on the side of the road that are panhandling, they're not homeless. They have a nice fucking car parked 20 miles away from everything. And they're just fucking laughing at you because you gave them money. So stop giving homeless people money. Because they're just joking around with you. They're fucking around with you. They're wasting your time. That's what they're doing. If you want to give money to churches. Well, I don't know if that's even legit either. Because I remember one time we went to a church and our pastor had a Corvette one time, and he was a really cool guy. I think he was taking money from the collection plate. I don't know. But a lot of people thought he was really cool and badass, but I don't really know. I can't really tell. But like I said, the devil would have a fun time in my pockets because, there'd be nothing in there. Nothing but lint and stuff, But the one thing you gotta understand about me is I just try to live my life, and every day is another day. But sometimes when I help out people, I wish that I would get something in return. I'm not expecting anything. I never am. Because I wouldn't do it if I was to get things all the time. I mean, back in the day, I used to get food all the time when people would tell me to shut up. Be like, shut up, Jack, and then I'd put candy in my mouth. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing or not. I have no idea. But I was always happier. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't understand, what I ever did to deserve all this shit. I mean, I wish people would love me. I wish that when I did a deed for somebody, helping them out, I would get a little bit of money. But I always have to eke my way through life because that's just the way it is. I kind of feel like Jesus sometimes, because he did all this stuff for all these people. They thought he was crazy, so they put him up on a cross, and then he comes down, and then he turns around and he's like, you know what, people? Bow down to me. And people did. But I'm not telling people to bow down to me. I'm not telling people that I'm better than them. The only thing that I want is to be Camo Claus for the rest of my life at Christmas time and make people like it and make people have fun with it and have Trax Revolution Traxaholics. That's all I really and truly want. Because I just want to be happy. I just want to make people laugh. I just want to make people feel good about themselves. I also wanted to start this thing called Camo Claus Cares, where if I have like a lot of money and stuff, I'd go around like that one guy who buys, cheeseburgers for the homeless and gives them out at Christmas time, or does things, to help out people at home, that help out people in Minnesota in the wintertime. Because there is a lot of people who are living in shelters and they're doing a lot of stuff, but there are people who don't want to help. There are people who don't want to do anything. And I just said, don't help, don't give money to people who are panhandling. But the thing is that people who are panhandling are different than people who are actually really homeless. If you see somebody living in a cardboard box, they probably can be homeless. But you might need to help them out. Hi, welcome aboard to the show. Please tell me your name in the comments below, and maybe you'll get a shout out. Thanks for watching. Because I would really like to know who's watching me. Because every time somebody gets on my show, I go, I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. Because they're watching me. Welcome to the show. And I haven't gone live for a long time because, one of the reasons why I haven't gone live is because I just stopped going live. I just stopped doing it. Because I got tired of doing it. You know, one of the things you have to understand about me is that I'm a person who just lives their life every day, tries to be happy, tries to stay away from things that they shouldn't look at, tries to stay away, I try to stay away from porn, but man, it comes out all the time. Like, I go to this website called DeviantArt, and DeviantArt is a website where you can post artwork and pictures of all your stuff. Tracks Revolution has a DeviantArt page. Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics has a DeviantArt page, and I post all my pictures up there because I'm a photographer. So I post all my work and all my pictures of all my cars and stuff that I find, random stuff that I find on the web, random pictures and all kinds of stuff. And then I post them up on Tracks Revolution's Facebook page. I post them up on Tracks Revolution's Tumblr, Discord. I post anything automotive related, make a reel out of it. I do all kinds of fun stuff and try to make t-shirts and stuff out of stuff, and I try to have fun with it. Everything's AI pretty much anyway, so if you make a t-shirt out of something, it's pretty cool. It has its feelings, but everything is really cool. So I try to use AI, and I take pictures off of DeviantArt, and then I try to put them onto t-shirts and make t-shirts out of it for the Tracks Revolution Tracksaholics. And I have a little fun with it, and I just write Tracks Revolution Tracksaholics in different letters and different colors and different names, and I put that on the back of a t-shirt and everything else. And I try to do stuff for myself. I try to make t-shirts all the time, just having fun, and I just try to have a blast. And and I don't do anything to try to get myself into trouble, because I don't want to be in trouble. I just want to live my life every day to my last breath. Hi, welcome to the show. I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. Let me know in the comments who you are. Bye, welcome to the show. Tell me in the comments below who you are, so I know who you are, so I can give you a shout out, okay? Thanks for watching. So when I make all my merchandise for Tracks Revolution Tracksaholics, I try to, do stuff because I try to make it fun for people. I try to make it, interesting. I try to make automotive great again. And no, that's not because I like Donald Trump. I don't really care for Donald Trump. I don't really have a reason for politics or whatever. The guy was an actor, and he was a great actor. He was funny. He's our president now. And, I don't really care what he's doing. He's just being our president. Anyway, when I make my t-shirts for Tracks Revolution, when I do my stuff, I'm doing it for me and for my team. I would like Tracksaholics to be as big as Hoonigan. Yeah, Hoonigan was a car club. Hoonigan was a car club that was taken, by... Hoonigan was a car club that was taken by Ken Block, and it was an art form, and he turned it into something very great. I have the Tracksaholics because I want us to go to the racetrack, I want us to lay tracks, I want us to do all kinds of stuff with 4 wheels and a motor, or 2 wheels and a motor, anything with a motor and wheels. I want us to have fun in the automotive industry. Hi, welcome to the show. If you're watching, please comment. I gotta feel like somebody's watching me. So comment who you are, please. If you come on, please comment so I can find out who's watching the show. Thank you very much, okay? Thank you. So, because Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics, it's all about going to the track, or laying tracks, or making tracks, or having fun doing car-related stuff. It's trying to make automotive great again, is what it is. And that's all I'm trying to do with the Tracksaholics. And I think that's a great name. I think that's a great name for any car club. Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics. I think that's a great name. I think that's a great group of people. And I sure as hell would love more and more people to be a part of it. You can find it on my Facebook page. It's a group called the Tracksaholics. We do have a YouTube channel, which I'll be doing more YouTube videos and posting more stuff on my YouTube channel every day. I always try to do stuff when I go to, car-related events and try to post car-related stuff. This right here is actually going to be on my podcast, which is going to be on the Berserker Claws YouTube channel. The Berserker Jack podcast, which is called the Berserker Naked Podcast. If you look up Berserker Naked Podcast on Google, you'll find me. I have it on Rumble, and I also have it on YouTube. Sometimes Rumble lets me get away with some stuff, and YouTube, for some odd reason, seems to put the hiatus on a lot of swearing and a lot of problems when I have problems. But most of the time, I'm going to go live on Facebook. Then I'm going to download it when they take it away from me after 30 days. I'm going to watch what video it is. I'm going to see what it is. And then I'm going to download it to my phone. And then I'm going to upload it to YouTube and to, So everything you see here first on Facebook, I'm going to go live on Facebook. Then I'm going to download the video, and then it's going to go onto my YouTube channel. So, yeah, it's going to go onto my YouTube or my Rumble channel as the Berserker Naked Podcast, or whatever it goes into, whatever it's related to. Most of the time, everything's related to is the Berserker Naked Podcast, because the Berserker Naked Podcast is the naked truth, and that's where you're going to find my story, where you're going to find my life, which is my video diary, which I do on here, because this is basically like my video diary. This is who I am. This is exactly what I want to do. This is like what I want to do. I want to share this with you guys all the time, because I love my fans. I love my friends. Hey, if you're watching, please let me know who you are. I gotta feel like somebody's watching me, and comment in the video, please. I just, love having people comment and following my show. Because I'm going to start doing everything here, and then I'm going to be going to YouTube whenever I start getting more and more videos posted on YouTube, when I get more videos, and when people start watching stuff. Because everything starts here. It's like the K commercial, except for everything starts at Facebook. But it doesn't have to. But all I really and truly want to do is live my life, play Camo Claws at Christmas time, and be happy and, do stuff. And yes, I actually am starting to transition. My hair is actually starting to turn white. I am actually starting to change every day. Everything's starting to change. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I really do feel like something's going to happen. Hey, welcome to the show. Just want to say hi, shout out to you. Comment if this is your first time here. Comment who you are. Just want to say hi. Thanks for watching the show. Because I'm glad people are showing up, because I like having people watch me, and I like having people tell me who they are. Thank you for telling me who you are. I mean, I'm not going to do anything like steal your information or anything. I'm not looking for likes. This isn't an OnlyFans page. Besides, none of you guys really want to see that anyway. But I mean, there are some people who are really crazy about that kind of stuff. That they will look at pictures of you and they want you to be like a model. Yeah, I've had people before, like when I've posted stuff on Facebook or something about me, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're not a bad looking guy," and I'm like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're a beautiful looking guy," and I'm like, "Well, thank you," and I am a beautiful looking guy. And then I had a friend of mine throw me under the bus because they thought because I told him that I was bi, which I think is kind of like hard, but he's absolutely right. I mean, but I'm not interested in dating guys. No. I'm bisexual because I look at guys and I think that they're hot and I say, "Oh yeah, they're hot," and then everybody's like, "Well, you're a fag anyway," and I'm like, "No, I'm not," But that's what they perceive. If you say that a guy's hot, they instantaneously think that you're gay, which I don't understand what that is. I mean, I'm very straight and I like women. Why would I? I don't even want to do anything. I foster women until they find the right person. That's what I do. That's what my shirt says. Well, that's what my mind says every day is I foster women until they find the right guy, because they always want somebody else. They don't want me. They take one look at me and go, "Oh God, what a douchebag." Women don't want this. Women don't want a guy like me. No. That's why I'm only Santa's cousin. I mean, if I was really Santa Claus, would I ever have a woman? Probably not. I can't even have a relationship for 10 years with a woman that I really loved. I loved her a lot, dude. Yes, I love Jo. I really do. I loved her to the point where, I think about her all the time. But you know what? It's over with, and we're going through the process. She knows that. And, and I have nothing bad to say about her. She was a great woman. Yeah, she was. She still is. She's still a great woman. But she's not mine anymore. Thanks for watching the show. If you're watching, just say hi in the comments. I would really like to know who you are. I'm just on the show tonight because I decided to go live on Facebook. And then when they delete this after 30 days, I'm just going to put it up on my YouTube channel for the Berserker Naked Podcast. So, I guess I just keep batting zero all the time, and I keep falling apart, and I keep going downhill and going downhill and going downhill, because I'm just never going to get better. I just don't understand what I ever did wrong. I really feel like, even if I try to help somebody, or I try to make them feel better about themselves, I'm still just a loser. And I just don't know what I ever did wrong to deserve that. And people keep on telling me, they keep on saying, "Jack, you're a good guy, and you're this, that, and the other, and you live your life, and you talk a good game." Hey, welcome to the show. Please comment who you are. Thanks for watching. And thanks for the love, and thanks for watching. But I don't try to be a bad person. I don't try to be down about myself. I actually try to be very happy. It's just that every time that I do something for somebody and I swing for the fences and I think it's going to be a home run, it turns out to be a foul ball. Then the guy catches it and I get out. And I don't know what I did. I really don't know what I did to deserve that, or why I was dealt this hand. But one of the things that happens with me is that a lot of people look at me and they think, "Jack, you've been around for almost 45 years, and you've lived your life, and you've done all this wonderful stuff, and you're just hitting a roadblock, and everything will get better." And I'm like, "Yeah, will it get better?" I mean, when's it going to get better? When are things going to finally change for me? I mean, you can't always be in the shit, But I mean, I know there are people out there that are in the same situation that I am, but they're doing a hell of a lot better, I mean, they're going to concerts, they're going to events, they have a woman by their side, and they're enjoying themselves. They're living their lives. They're happy. Me, I'm missing out. I don't know what it's like to have a woman by my side anymore. And yes, the woman that I loved more than anything in the world, I still love her. I really don't want the divorce to happen. Because I think that, maybe we just missed out on a pot of gold together. But we all have made our decisions on what we need to do. And if that's how it is, that's how it is. Me, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. She is too. But, I can't say anything about Joe's actions. What Joe wants to do with Joe's life is Joe's life. I love her. I think she's a great woman. I think she's a great person. I think she's got a great head on her shoulders. She knows what she wants in life, and she just wants to be happy. I think she really and truly wants to go back to England, is what I think she wants to do. And by all means, I would love to help her get there, because she's missing her family. And family's the most important thing. Yeah, family's the most important thing. Her family misses her. My family, I don't even know what's going on sometimes with my parents. They don't talk to me. I call my mom and dad, and I text my mom and dad. They don't even talk to me. I sent my mom a meme the other day telling her that I loved her and that I cared about her. I don't even know if she got it. But I said the same thing to Julie, my stepmom, or the lady that does my braids and that has done stuff for me, that has helped me, get to work and stuff when I didn't have a car, because she lives in St. Cloud with me. She's like my St. Cloud mom is what Julie is. I sent the same thing to her, and she sent me a big, huge thing with like a heart and, and a kiss, and told me thank you and whatever. And I'm just like blown away. And, I sometimes see what my cousins are saying to me, like Jill said to me, she sees it with my parents, that they kind of, push me away. And I don't understand why they do that. But, my sister's the same way. Katie, she sees it too. And, and I'm not trying to start a big, huge family feud on fucking Facebook. But I'll tell you right now, my parents, my mom and dad, I think what they're waiting for is the money for me to pay them back. And then after I pay them back, then they'll talk to me again. Yeah, I owe them $2,780 some dollars, or $2,180, because they helped pay for stuff on my car, because I never had a credit card, because I paid off all my credit cards and I paid off all my debts and everything except for 2 debts that I owe. Yeah, I owe an $11,000 debt for Ally and a $14,000 debt for refinancing my Mini Cooper, which was stupid. But I, got it in my name, and I used the money to pay off some loans. I mean, the Mini Cooper was only $6,000 behind. Well, it wasn't behind. I was making payments on it. I had $6,000 left. And this company gave me a $14,000 loan. They paid off the car. And so now I'm paying, back $14,000. But I'm paying it back. I'm doing everything in my power to pay it back, to basically change my life. And I'm trying to take care of my debt, which is what I'm doing. But I'm paying for things. I'm doing things. I'm trying to get money together to live my life, to start my business or keep my business going. Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics. I'm trying to get it going. I would love to sell some t-shirts. I'd love to do all kinds of stuff. I'd love to make things work. I'd love to go do podcasts. I'd love to go do stuff and get paid for being, at these events. I would love to work for Dirtfish. I would love to work, for House Mudbog and go there for Trucks Gone Wild if they would pay me to do it. But I would love to just be doing automotive things and having a good time and getting paid for it and enjoying myself. But the thing is it takes time. It's just like how it is with Donnie and Superplex and Jake and Jordan and those guys in the music industry and Quentin David. It's like Quentin. Everybody in the music industry, they do their thing and they're very passionate about it and they want to make money doing their passionate thing. So yeah, let them. I'll stop singing. I'll stop singing karaoke and stop singing all the time and stop doing stuff if I could do sportscasting. I got offered a thing to be on TV for $197. Now they say that if they pay me $197, they'll get me on TV. But that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be in any another Love Island or some stupid show like that. I want to be in the automotive industry, going to races and watching car races, watching, trophy trucks jump over, ramps in Long Beach and stuff like that on MAV TV. I love automotive stuff so much that I would even sit there and film a guy changing oil in a car just to tell you how he's doing it. He's taking the filter off. He's taking the drain plug off. The oil is draining. It's draining so slow. Oh my God, it's done. He's putting the drain plug back in. He's putting a brand new filter and he's oiling the seal back onto the car. Now we're going to lower the car and we're going to put oil back in the car. There's an oil change right there. Bam. I'm not doing the oil change. I'm telling you what the guy's doing while he's doing it. Because some people can't concentrate doing two things at one time. It's so hard. I mean, the commentary of golf is electrifying. I mean, I swear to God, I watched golf the other day and I was sitting there and I was like, dude, how the hell do these guys commentate something so electrifying? I mean, the guy was up on the 10th hole. It's a 427 yards. He's using a 3-wood. He's using a driver. He hits it 375 yards, and he only has a little bit to go to the pin. Here's his swing. The ball goes, lands on the green with about maybe 35 feet putt. He gets on and one. How is that not electrifying? I mean, dude, that's amazing. But, you go to baseball games. The count is 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Minnesota's up 7-6. Bottom of the 9th. Or no, bottom of the 8th. Yeah, bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Pitcher throws a fastball. Strike 3! We'll be coming up to the top of the 9th. And the home team trying to win it here. Or the visitors will bat first. And then everything goes from there. But I mean, and then when I do my commentating and I do my stuff for hockey, I mean, dude, I love doing that kind of stuff. But now I want to take all of my stuff, because I'm not even going to do hockey this year. No, I'm not. When I go to the Minnesota Wild games, I'm going there dressed up as Camo Claus. That's the only reason why I'm going. I'm not going to do any play-by-play this year because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get arrested for copyright or problems. I just, I love the Minnesota Wild, but I don't know. I really have no idea what I'm going to do. Because I'm just one man, one person. Thank you for staying on as long as you have. Oh, what up, Andrew? Andrew Carlson in the house. Andrew Carlson. Woo! Andrew. I think it's Andrew and nobody comments and tells me who they are, so I got to know them by their faces. Well, I know Andrew's on there, but Dewey, I think, was just on. I think it was Dewey. Yeah, Dewey Stout. I think it was Dewey Stout and Andrew Carlson to come on. But yeah, so, I don't know what I'm going to do for the Minnesota Wild this year, but I would love to travel all over the world and do rally car racing. Like commentating. Like do rally car racing, commentating for the WRC with Andrew Carl, like with Crowley. Andrew Crowley. Yeah. Andrew Crowley does all the FIA, WRC racing stuff over in the UK and stuff like that. He does all the rallycross. Yeah, he does all the rallycross, and he needs another good commentator. But they always have some guy who just sucks total ass, and he doesn't good. And he's not as good as Crawley is. Andrew Crawley's amazing. I love Andrew Crawley. He came up here for Nitro Rallycross, and he did a hell of a job. And I love Nitro Rallycross, but Nitro Rallycross is dead for some odd reason. I don't know why Travis doesn't do it anymore. Mostly guys that are in Rallycross are now driving in like Dark Car Rally, or they're doing, they're racing across the desert in like Dubai and stuff, in the Dark Car Rally and stuff like that. Yeah. Because I saw Fraser McConnell, he was driving an electric car in the desert, and so was Oliver Bennett just recently. And I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. Because I was trying to figure out why, these people, we're not racing, like Nitro Rallycross anymore. I don't know if Nitro Rallycross is something that Travis Pastrana has, got the rights for anymore, because I don't know if he's doing it anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't think if he does it, they don't do it anymore. Yeah, because it was his racing. It was his thing. So he went to do American Rally Association. That's what he did. So he's doing that right now. Because Travis Pastrana is at Ojibwe Forest in Detroit Lakes. Yeah, he's at the Sioux Pass Ranch because they're racing under the lights tomorrow night at the Sioux Pass Ranch in Detroit Lakes. But I would love to do things like, remember like Speed TV or Mad TV or MAV TV? Not Mad TV, MAV TV. When they would have like the NHRA drag or the truck pulls or the NHRA drag racing, they would have that series on, and the guy would just be like, okay, we have two cars lined up, we have John Force on one side, AJ Foyt on the other side, or we have, whatever on the other, Big Daddy Garlis on the other side, and these two cars are going to hit over 300 miles an hour on these top fuel dragsters. Just as soon as they get ready here, pull up to the line, the yellow lights, they're dropping the tree, and they're gone. It's like, they're flying down the road, 8-second quarter mile. Big Daddy Garlis wins in a top fuel dragster. Oh my God. Just amazing. John Force didn't know what was coming. Oh yeah. I mean, it was electrifying. That was commentating, to a heartbeat, and I love that kind of stuff. But see, even NASCAR's getting boring now. I mean, Darrell Waltrip is doing so much to keep everybody excited when he goes, boogity, 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 green flag, green flag. But, I mean, come on. He's good. I like Darrell Waltrip. I like him a lot. He's a great announcer. He's always colorful. He's great. But then they don't let him get too excited. No. Because, they're going left for 250 miles or 250 laps. The only time it ever gets exciting is when somebody crashes or something. That's basically what it is. I was watching a NASCAR race the other night and I fell asleep, dude. I call it NAPCAR, dude. I seriously call it NAPCAR. Because the one thing about it is it puts me to sleep, dude. Yes. Listening to those cars, man. I mean, it puts me to sleep. It's like, boom, 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 boom. And then it's like, and you're out like a light, bro. But the one thing about NASCAR, man, is you watch NASCAR and you're just sitting there and you're like, dude, man, seriously? You want to fall asleep. Because the commentary is so terrible. They don't get excited unless there's an accident or somebody gets like bumped in the back. And most of the time when you listen to it, it's like, I'll go back a couple of years when we had Dale Earnhardt and we had Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte and all this. And all right, they're coming around turn 4 and here Terry Labonte is up on the top corner and Dale Earnhardt Jr. is trying to go around the thing. He's such an intimidator. And he goes in behind and he runs into the back of Terry Labonte and says, Terry Labonte's spinning. And here comes Dale Jr. Or here comes Jeff Gordon in the Rainbow Retard or the Rainbow Rocket or whatever the hell his car is. And he comes in the back and he tries to hit Dale Earnhardt, but all of a sudden Dale Earnhardt sends Jeff Gordon spinning and Terry Labonte into the wall. And then Joe Gibbs Racing is losing a lot of money on a lot of these drivers and a lot of these people crashing into walls. I don't know what it is. And then they try to take out like people like, and then, they always try to give, what's her name, a run for her money, Danica Patrick. I mean, they would never let Danica Patrick do anything. They would always crash into her and knock her off the wall because they're like, oh, women don't belong in racing. That's bullshit. Women belong in racing, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, women belong in racing a hell of a lot more than they belong in the kitchen. Because women can drive cars, man. Women can drive cars, they can work on cars, they can do all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're a woman who likes to work on cars and you're looking for a 45-year-old, Santa Claus, who's a very handsome fella, who drives a Mini Cooper and who's trying to better himself, just keep watching this video and you'll get to know me a hell of a lot better. So I'm looking for a mechanic, girlfriend, a wife, somebody who knows how to work on cars, somebody who knows what she's doing, knows how to change her oil and change her tire. But anyway, that's beside the point. So Danica Patrick, I mean, she belonged in racing, man. She was gorgeous at the sport. She knew what she was doing. She was a great driver. She was a great person. She started in IndyCar and went to NASCAR, so there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. No. She's great. So the thing is that I don't understand why more and more people, can't, let her be in racing. And Ken Block's daughter, she can drive. She's great. Yeah, let her do it. She's got that same drive and that same passion that her father had. And I'll tell you right now, she's good at what she does. And I really like watching Leah Block drive, because she's just like her dad. You can tell me that I'm probably full of shit and I don't matter, but that's fine. You can. I don't care. I'm not going to really worry about it. But the one thing you got to understand is that, she can drive. And she's not going out there to show up anybody. She's going out there because she can drive, because she can kick some ass. That's what she does. She kicks ass. She's a great driver. I like Leah Block. Yeah, I do. I'm going a little fast here. Yeah. Well, I saw how much was in my account. There's $1,000 going in there, so I have, let's see, what do I have coming out? Yeah, I have like my 187 for my insurance, and then I have my rent. Yeah. But the electric bill isn't due until August 28th. So I'm going to go get my tabs tomorrow. Yeah, when I get done with work tomorrow, I'm going to go right away. I got to go. Actually, I got to, on Friday, I'm going to go get my tabs. On Friday? Yeah, because I'm going to go get my letter and take it in my car. And go get my tabs for tomorrow. I was going to get my new license plates, but I'm just going to get, I'm just going to wait on them later. Yeah. I want to get the KK sleigh for Camo Claus sleigh. I don't know what the hell that was. I've been coughing all the time now for some odd reason. I don't know why I hit my computer chair with that TV tray tonight. Well, the reason why I hit my computer chair with that TV tray is because, one, I bought that computer chair. That computer chair is a piece of shit. Yeah, I bought it from Amazon, and it sucks. It doesn't even want to go together. No. You tighten the bolts down for the chair, and then nothing grabs a hold of anything. And you try to use an impact wrench to put it together, and nothing wants to go together. So, yeah. I don't know. The damn chair's a piece of shit. Some of the things you buy on Amazon just don't go together the way it's supposed to, and then they're want you to send it back, and I'm like, dude, it takes so damn long to get the fucking thing delivered to your house. I mean, it takes 2 days to get to your house, and then when it finally gets there, if you don't have some porch pirates taking your fucking products, then you got, yeah. Oh, I have people who steal shit all the time at my house. There's all these bastards who steal shit at my apartment. It makes you want to fucking live in your own place, so that nobody steals your shit. But everybody in your damn homeowners association is all like, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. When you buy a house, you pay a mortgage, and, your hedges are too big. Carrying your ass is too damn big. We don't see any problem with that. You walk around like some stupid-ass bag, bitch-ass, punk-ass cunt, and we don't say anything to you. We stay in our lane. You go ahead and bother us. I don't know, man. I'm just so fucking tired of living places that just don't seem like home. I don't even know when I'll ever be happy to live someplace. Never really understood that. Oh, man. come back. Well, it actually disconnected, so you guys lost me. I'm going to be done for the night, okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again. Bye.